What is going on, guys? Who Dat Davis here for you. As always, if you don't know, you will know that over here we bleed black and gold until we are dead and cold. I apologize for how I'm looking right now. I had the day off. I've been taking it easy. I'm on my way to get me some food. I want to have a quick little take about the preseason game against the Los Angeles Chargers. This is going to be a short video. I'll probably have a little more in-depth about it before Wednesday, so probably sometime tomorrow night. But I thought the quarterback battle between Spencer Rattler and Tyler Shough has officially been tightened a little bit. We all thought that Spencer Rattler was going to go into that game, have a first-team offensive line back there minus Eric McCoy. He's going to take this thing and pretty much run away with it. My initial projection for him was like 110 yards total with about 15 rushing yards and maybe 2 touchdowns. That wasn't the case, obviously. Now, he did have a pretty good first drive. He took advantage of some busted coverages from the Chargers secondary, got them to within range. Obviously, they would try to go for it on 4th down. Didn't get there, but I liked the decision because in those moments, you got to be able to, have the gall to call those plays or call those decisions, in those moments. When you feel like your front line is better than their front line, you gotta go for it. Obviously, it didn't work out that way. I thought Spencer Rattler, he had a decent showing. He didn't make the plays he needed to make. Now, he had one good throw that Jack stole and zone coverage, street Charger defenders in the area. He put it in the only place he could. It was a really great throw. It just didn't come up with the catch from Stoll. But other than that, he was off of some throws. He was kind of panicking in the pocket. His throwing mechanics looked like they were a little smoother, but not too much compared to last season. The biggest blunder was him coughing up the fumble. Now, that can be a little give and take depending on who you want to put the blame on. I put about 60-40, 60 on Rattler, 40 of it on Dylan Radins, because that's not his natural position, his natural spot. He was more so supposed to be the backup left guard. He was over there in the tackle spot trying to get some reps on that side, and it's not as easy making that type of transition with your body as one might expect. But he still played terrible, all things considered, no matter where he was. But as Spencer Rattler, you got to be able to feel the pressure in that pocket. You have to be able to get the ball out of your hands quickly, or if you're going to take a sack, you have to be able to hold on to the football. And as a result of that fumble, the Chargers went down the field and they scored off of that turnover. Now, as for Tyler Shough, he did pretty well. I think Tyler Shough had the best day of the quarterbacks. Now, everyone's harping on the pick 6 that he threw to Eric Rodgers, but I think that one play is like too much of a cloud over the overall performance that Tyler Shough had. I think people need to understand that, yes, it was a bad throw, but it was just as good of a play by the rookie DB because he just obviously wanted it more. He laid out for it. He got the play, and he had a heads up. He had a heads up play to get up and run all the way to the end zone. That was just a really good heads up play by the rookie DB. He's obviously been coached well. And you got a DB like that making plays like that. He played good all game before the unfortunate injury he suffered late in the 4th. So prayers to Eric Rodgers. But overall, Tyler Shough did really, really well. His first official NFL drive was 1 minute and 38 seconds. He had to operate under 2 minutes, and that's a really tough task to ask of a rookie QB making his preseason debut for the very first time. And he got the Saints on the board for the first time in the game. Now, a lot of people say it's prevent defense. No, soft coverage does not mean prevent defense. Another thing to point out, Tyler Shough's throwing mechanics are overall very much smoother than Spencer Rattler's. Not just the throwing mechanics as a result, but his ball placement as well. Tyler Shough enabled his guys to get yards after the catch, and that's something that's been sorely needed from the Saints offensive unit for the better part of 3-4 seasons now. Now, it's just one sample size, right? It's just one sample size. It's against 2s and 3s. But I thought that was very encouraging to see from a rookie who, going into that game, was under a lot of heat because of Shough Sanders. Shough Sanders had a really great game against the Carolina Panthers 2s and 3s. He came away with 138 total passing yards. He had a really good completion percentage in QBR, and he really showed that he's not a fifth round. He's not a fifth round player, not a fifth round quarterback. But Tyler Shough showed that he has potential to be worthy of that 40th overall pick, and I just don't understand why everyone is cooking him this badly, and they're overlooking the fact that overall he played very well in his first live NFL action. It just does not make any sense to me. We'll see what happens. Going on this week, the Saints are trying to get joint practices in with the Los Angeles Rams before their Week 2 game against the Jaguars. We'll see if Tyler Shough gets any reps with the first team going into week 2. I think it'll be very, very important for him. I think because I'm interested in seeing more, man. But we'll have a little bit more on this discussion about who rose, who fell, both on offense and on defense, a little bit tomorrow night. And as always, I appreciate you guys. Just look out for it. Uday Davis, signing out.